All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing today? All right, I think we have Cali Wagers joining us this morning. Um, so hopefully he'll pop up in here soon. And then tomorrow we have Prop Kitchen on the show. He did a show with us back a while ago. He does strictly props. So we're going to be loaded with some NFL props, some college football props. So I'm excited to have him on tomorrow. And then I think I got someone booked for think I got someone booked for Sunday as well. So pretty excited, man. We got a pretty big week ahead of us, pretty a big weekend ahead of us. Super excited about it. Hope everyone enjoyed the game last night. The NFL game. It was a pretty good game. I enjoyed myself last night. It was a good game. We swept the board. So I told you I went back to VIP yesterday after taking a couple days off, just because getting preparation for NFL. It should be literally a week long thing. Same with any sport. So I wasn't seeing baseball really well, so I kind of put it on the back burner and started prepping myself for the sport that we're going to mainly be focusing on, which is college football, NFL, soon to be college basketball, and that's really what I factored or that's what I really put myself into. And yeah, man, it worked well because um our first day we absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. So let me see. Cal, you in here?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, good. All right. So yeah, we didn't even get started yet, man. I'm just going over yesterday. I had a great day yesterday, bro. I swept the board in VIP. We had Zay Flowers over his receptions, over 4.5. I caught it at a -105. It was an absolute steal. Uh, and then I had Pacheco for an anytime touchdown. That was my two VIP plays, and my two free plays that I gave out to the community was Tucker over 1.5 field goals, and which cashed. And then we had Mahomes passing yards, 275 plus at a -110, which was another steal. That should have been VIP, but I gave it away for free. I gave it away on the show, I believe. So it was a really really good way to start our NFL, man. How did yours go?
We had the Chiefs. We just had one play. We just had the Chiefs yesterday. Had them at 2.5. Um, Seemed like it was one of those perfect games where people let numbers fool themselves. I know John Harbaugh's record. I know the Ravens is an underdog, but how many of those games has they played against a quality team like the Chiefs? With the celebration, with the new Super Bowl, it was just so many moving parts that to me threw those numbers out the window. And as much as I want to be a hater of repeats and three-peats and all that stuff, this is maybe the best Chiefs offense we've seen. I mean, they're young, they're experienced with the veterans they have. They've got great experience. They've got insane amounts of speed now. Pacheco looks like one of the best in the league with the way that he's worked himself into that system. And I mean, that guy who runs pretty fast in Miami, he's not quite as missed like he was before now with what Kansas City has. I mean, dominant. I was very impressed. Obviously, the end of the game was not quite indicative of how that whole game went because KC was very good. I was very impressed with what I saw. Um, Obviously, we knew what we were going to get offensively from them, but I liked what I saw. Did a pretty good job shutting down Henry. We knew there would be issues with the offensive line with the Ravens,
Yeah.
but I was still pleased with the Chiefs. At the end of the day, it is still a solid offense, and Lamar Jackson is a damn good athlete. So always concerns when he gets out of the pocket. So you saw some of the athleticism and what the Ravens can do. You go down the field like that to end the game. That was damn impressive. But
Yeah.
And a little concerning for the Chiefs to give that up like that right down at the end. They got bailed out by a millimeter. But yeah, I mean, a great game and a great start to the year. 1-0 for us. So it was solid, and it's going to be fun. This will be another. If this is any indicator of the NFL season, this should be a pretty damn good one.
Oh, I hope so, man. I think we got another really good matchup again tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm very excited about this matchup. Not too thrilled about it being overseas, but I mean, I still am pretty. Well, it's not. It's in South America, isn't it?
Yes, Brazil, isn't it?
Brazil, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still excited about this game, man. Yeah, yesterday, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was impressed with the Chiefs as well. I actually did a write up on the Ravens. I really thought the Ravens were gonna cover that number. I really thought the Ravens were gonna win that game outright. But it was something that I would never bet. First of all, I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes in a game like that. It was a basically it was a season opener against Lamar Jackson. I was not betting against Patrick Mahomes. So obviously no money, but I did do a write up on that game and I was on the Ravens. But like I said, on the VIP side, we did awesome, man. It was just an awesome, awesome night altogether. Great game. Great bets that cashed. I know Oliver gave the Chiefs out for VIP, so I'm super happy about that. At least our guys got the cash on the VIP on a side in that game because I strictly only gave props. But good night altogether, man. Excited about today. We have a big card today, Cali Wagers. We got MLB to go over. We'll run through MLB first. We got college football to talk about. We got the one NFL game to talk about, and then obviously I'll hit WNBA real quick because we have a pretty big card in that as well. So we're just going to hop right into it, man. We're going to start off here with like we always do. We'll start off with the MLB. We do have one early game, I believe, today. A lone afternoon game. All the other games are late. College football starts late as well, doesn't it?
College football today. Yeah, there's only three. I think three games. Yeah, we'll start not till the afternoon. There's nothing until
Okay.
what time is it? I think 3:30 or 4. So yeah, we got time today. There's first game will be Western Illinois.
Oh,
The Western Illinois, Indiana at 4 o'clock. Yeah, all 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock today for college football.
okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, we only got one lone afternoon game in the MLB then, and that's going to be the Yankees versus the Cubs. Um, so we got the Yankees at a minus 130 here, and we got the Cubs coming in at a plus 110. So it looks like we got an over under at 8. The Yankees are bringing out Luis Hill, and then the Cubs are bringing out Jordan Wicks. Normally I would run from Wicks, but he's in good form lately for the Cubs. Yankees normally own the Cubs. Um, I do think this is a Cub spot. I mean, Gill's numbers are impressive, but he is coming off of injury. Before the injury, he was already starting to show regression, in my opinion. I'm just not sure how he's going to hold up against the Cubs lineup. I mean, he had a rehab start, and his rehab start went to shit. It looked really bad. And like I just see this Cubs lineup who's been one of the hottest lineups in the majors in the last month. I don't know how Luis Hill is going to hold up here. Um, but then I'm also a little worried about Wicks, man, because he's going up against a Yankees lineup that can obviously break out at any time. But the Yankees lineup has been so hit or miss, man. I kind of trust the Cubs more in this situation at Wrigley. I'm kind of leaning the over here as well, but again, I'm not too comfortable with it because we don't have much to go off of. So I'm just going to go with the Cubs here, man, on the money line. We're getting plus money with them at home. I think Wicks could come out here and have a decent start. I trust him a little more than I trust Luis Hill right now. So give me the Cubs here on the money line, Callie.
Yeah, Wicks has been better. Obviously, the one concern would be the strikeouts because he's not a big strikeout guy. But On the other side, Gill, who is basically 1-to-1 with his strikeouts to walks over his last 3 appearances. So that's very concerning. We know playing in Wrigley during the day is a different animal too. So
Yeah.
it's a different experience to say the least. And Chicago's they've been decent at home. Like they're 37-31 at home. I was trying to find what their daytime record was, but I do think that they have some value, especially at the plus money. The Yankees are extremely rested in terms of their bullpen, which is big. But so are the Cubs. So I think that if there are issues in this one, I don't think it gets out of hand. Obviously, being a Friday night, you don't want to screw the whole weekend. But I do think that that'll be interesting. This is Gill's first start back from rehab, so it is something to think about with that. He was activated on the 20th of August, so this will be interesting.
Yep.
In
That's what I
terms of
mean. I just don't. I'm not expecting him to come in here lights out, man. I'm a little concerned about Hill because, like I said before, he left for injury. He was already starting to regress a lot, and
I get a lot of Severino vibes from him.
yep, yep. I think this is definitely a good one, especially like Oliver's saying in the comments, he's saying, standalone game at this price for the Yankees is going to be extremely public. And
Yep.
and he's right, it's going to be. We also got Public Enemy. She likes the Cubs and the over 7. And then Wrigleyville Jersey's on. It's a Friday day game. So
Yeah, what
we're
is the
gonna
record? Does he know what the Friday record is for day games for them? I mean, that's where I was trying to get into, and I couldn't quite find. But I mean,
not
it's an
I'm sure
advantage for the Cubs.
yeah, I'm sure he'll write it in if he probably does know. Oliver
Yeah,
knows all that kind of shit. He'll probably put it in the comments.
I mean Suzuki too. I'd look at Suzuki today. He's been hot. I mean, 22 hits in his last 14 games. That's that's on fire. So I
Yeah,
would look at him in a couple of their spots, and then always something that we know we need to look at is the weather there, because daytime in Wrigley the wind can do
100%.
very interesting things, as we know.
Yep, 100%. All right. You got anything else for this one?
No, it'll be a
Uh,
good game though. I mean, it's entertaining. Good day game.
yeah, it's a good one to start us off for sure. Hendrick also likes the Cubs and the over 7.5. Come on, guys. There's too many people in the chat liking the Cubs.
Yeah, somebody take the Yankees. Somebody take the Yankees alt run
Yeah,
line.
someone please like the
Yankees minus four
Yankees.
and a half.
James Felix, where you at? Yankees. All right, we got the next game we got on the list here is going to be the Cubs playing, I mean the Rockies playing the Brewers here. So we got the Brewers coming in at home at a minus 230. We got a total of 7.5 in this game. We got the Rockies at a plus 190 today, huh? And we got a total of 7.5. You got Ryan Feltner coming out for the Rockies. And then you got Frankie Booty Montaz coming out for the Brewers. Right away. Right away. Rockies first 5 team total for me. Montaz is terrible. Am I ever comfortable backing the Rockies on the road? Absolutely not, bro. I'm really not. Taking the Rockies on the road is basically a death sentence, right? But Brewers are overpriced with Montaz on the mound every time. I mean, you look at Montaz, he gets hit, bro. Last 2 starts, he gave up 8 earned runs. Feltner is not the worst option the Rockies have. All right. I'll put it that way. He's not. He actually had his best start this season. His best start he had this season was in Coors Field. Guess who it was against? The Brewers. So I think with him not being in Coors Field now, Feltner, I think he could come out here and have a pretty decent start against the Rockies. I mean against the Brewers. He went out there last time. He went 5 innings of 1 run ball against the Brewers at Coors Field. So listen, Montaz, he gives up a lot of sharp contact. He gives up a lot of home runs. I think this Rockies team is just the value play here. obviously I don't like taking the Rockies full game. I don't like taking the Rockies on the road um, because they probably will find a way to lose this game. But I do think they're going to get the Montage early here. So give me the Rockies team total in the first five over the 1.5 at a plus 105. And I mean, like I said, I just see value on the Rockies here early. I'll also probably take the Rockies plus the half a run in the first three as well. You get the Rockies in the first three innings at the plus a half a run at a minus 130. The worst I see is 0-0 going into the third, and we cash.
Yeah, Rockies first five over 1.5 does not look too bad. I also kind of lean first five over. Neither of these guys have been lights out, to say the least. Feltner with a delightful 1-10 record coming. He's been better, let's just say. But you can't fault these guys who are pitching in Coors Field. There's no give up there.
Yes, very tough.
Full game, no value to me. If I had to, I would lean over. Look at totals over. But yeah, I do think that Rockies one with over 1.5 is pretty solid.
Yeah, I was looking here, Callie, because I was wondering why are we getting such a low total here. I understand the two offenses we're talking about here, but they're giving us a 7.5. And looking at both these pitchers, Ryan Feltner has some incredible numbers against the Brewers, bro. He's got 39 plate appearances, which is higher than my it's higher than what I like to look at. Like I like anything above 25 plate appearances, I kind of like to take the numbers into consideration. Anything lower than that, I try to ignore kind of. But 39 is a good number. He has a 33.3 K percent, bro, with a 5% walk or a walk percent of 5. He's got an opponent batting average of a 216 and an ex Woba of 253. Dude, his numbers are fantastic against the Brewers. But then you got Frankie Montas. He's got 64 plate appearances with a 25K percent, with a walk percent of 7, with an ex Woba that's a little worse, but it's a .31 too. So 312. I mean, bro, both these pitchers have pretty good numbers, but again, Feltner is standing out to me immensely here with them numbers. I want to see, I want to look at his Ks here, bro, because if they're giving us a good number, I mean, Feltner's Ks are definitely in play here. They got Montaz at a 6.5 today for his Ks at a minus 135. They got Ryan Feltner at a 4.5 at a minus 150. I love Feltner's Ks today. I love them.
I like Montas under. I don't know if Montas gets to 7. That's
That's
a big
high, right?
ask. Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, like I gotta go and look and see what I mean. He's got a really good K percent against the Rockies, but Jesus Christ,
I
he
mean,
might not even go that long.
well, and it's only each at bat only benefits the hitters over the pitchers. Each at bat that a hitter gets to look at it too. I mean, it doesn't matter who it. Look at Skeens, even look at
Yes.
guys that have gotten to see you multiple times. And I'm not comparing Montas to Skeens, but that's even more of a reason why I like the under.
Yep. All right. I like it, man. I like it. I'm with you here. I definitely am going to take the Rockies team total over 1.5. Frankie Montaz and his K's are a little head scratching to me. Not sure why they're set so high. I do think we can look at a couple batters here on the Rockies. I don't know if he's going to be in the lineup, but someone that has two bombs against Frankie Montaz, and it's a lefty on righty matchup. And bro, this will be one hell of a call out. Is Sam Hillard?
Oh yeah,
Okay, yeah, he's got 5 at bats, 3 hits, 1 single, 2 home runs, only 2 strikeouts. He's slugging 1,800. He has an on base percentage of 600 and a batting average of 600. Bro, Sam Hillard for a bomb today against Montaz would be fantastic. McMahon's on the list as well. McMahon's on that list as well. But yeah, we all know that. So, I don't know. Let me see here. They got Toglia, McMahon. And get this, bro. They actually have Sam Hillard on the double chance DraftKings thing.
Hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen him on this list. I have never seen Sam Hillard on the double chance DraftKings list. How many home runs does he have this year? Do you know by any chance?
Hillard.
Yeah,
Let me look right now.
because his numbers are low today.
He has 5 this year.
Dude, what is going on here?
Yeah, Sam Hilliard.
I think I found a little gem here, bro. So you can get Sam Hillard and McMahon in the same thing at a 425. I'm actually going to put that in right now.
I could give you about 25 guesses. You'd never get it where he went to college because I've never heard of it.
Where'd he go?
He went to Navarro College in Corsicana, Texas. It's a
What?
junior college, I believe.
Oliver would know.
Yeah, I believe it's a JC. It's a 2-year JC. Yeah, Navarro, and then he got drafted, I believe, out of JC to the originally. Let's see, I think it was the Braves originally.
Mm,
Yeah, interesting. Though. The pride of Mansfield High School.
it is interesting. I don't know, man. Hopefully we found a gem on this one. I mean, dude, I can't believe he's on the double chance, and he's priced extremely well. I mean, uh, you would expect him to be on like the 400s or something. Like, all right, I like it, man. Give me. If you guys aren't comfortable with it, because like it said, he's only had 5 home runs this year. Maybe take his total bases or something, guys.
5 home
Um,
runs too, and he's playing his games at Coors Field.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So you got to consider that as well. Yep.
That's not a compliment to him.
Nope. Because Coors Field, you get a lot of opportunities, man, to send that ball out of there. So we'll see what happens, man. Maybe take his total bases if you guys are feeling uncomfortable with it. But I like the Montaz K's over Ryan Feltner to go over his K. I mean, I like Montaz under his K's, Feltner over his K's. Rockies team total first 5. And hopefully Hillard will send us a little surprise and send a rocket because I put it in. I put it in, man. So hopefully we get it. All right. Next game we got Cali. We got the Pirates taking on the Natties. So this game is interesting, man. We got the Pirates coming in. We got the Pirates coming in at a minus 118. You got the Nationals at a minus 102. You got a total of 8.5. It's locked up on both sides at a minus 110. You got DJ Hers coming out for the Nationals. And then you got Luis Ortiz coming out for the Pirates. Now, listen, I told y'all yesterday this was supposed to be the matchup. Remember, this has been happening to me all week, Callie. Because I do my book the night before for the show, and the pictures are usually listed right on Baseball Savant. They're usually listed, or at least you could look at the rotation and see who's supposed to be coming up. Well, damn near this shit happened to me all week, bro. They're moving pitchers like crazy. I don't know why, but it's been happening to me all week. And this was supposed to be Ortiz was scheduled for yesterday. That's why I love the Pirates so much yesterday because he was scheduled for yesterday, but now he's pitching today, and that's happened to me all week long. But either way, guys, I like Ortiz. Like I said, he was scheduled for yesterday, but I think this is a better start for him here. I really do. I do still like this. I still do like this spot for him. I mean, he's been in great form. His last 2 starts, both were shutouts. He pitched 2 shutouts back to back. Um, you know, Ortiz will come out here and give us a solid 6 innings. Like he is one of them guys where he'll come out here and hold shit down, and he'll leave the Pirates in a good enough chance where they could win the game. And he goes pretty deep in the games, man. Then you got hers is he's in a good spot for a bounce back. I mean, Pirates are really bad. Real, I mean, when I'm talking about bad, I mean really bad versus left-handed pitching. The Pirates are. They are terrible. They're actually 27th in OPS and ISO in the last 30 days versus left-handed pitching. That's at the bottom of the league. So if you ask me, I love this under here. It's at 8.5. Give me actually give me the first five under. Give me the first five under with these two pitchers because I don't trust the bullpens at all. So give me both pitchers. Like I said, I think hers is due for a bounce back. He has a lineup in front of him that can't hit lefties at all. And then Ortiz has been a silent gem. He has just been a silent gem, man. So we're getting the total here in the first five. You can take it at a under 4.5 at even money at plus 100. I love it. I also like Ortiz over his pitching outs. This could be a VIP play, y'all, for real, if it's at the right price. So they are actually not even offering us Ortiz pitching outs, bro. What a bunch of bums, bro. Let me know if do you got anything on pitching outs for this game?
What are you looking on right now?
Yeah, I'm looking on DraftKings.
Let me see.
I have nothing on Ortiz's pitching outs.
DraftKings, yeah, I don't see anything.
That's weird.
Okay, I don't see that thing here. But I mean, that speaks volumes because they're not comfortable with them. Ortiz, I mean, they've both been great. I mean, my biggest thing too, I look at is strikeout to walk ratio, mainly because I want to see where your control is over anything, and
Right.
both of them have been great. I mean, hers is one of the more deceiving records. I mean, for a 4 ERA, but he's 2-7, 20-7 strikeout to walk ratio. Versus 17-5 with Ortiz over the last three. So they've both been solid in terms of keeping guys off the base pass and keeping guys away from free passes. So I do kind of see this feels like one of those just sleepy games.
Oh yeah, it definitely could be.
And obviously it's not the sexiest match. I mean, I don't know who many people outside of these fan bases are going to be watching this game today either.
Oh yeah, 100%. Not
But I mean, hers went 6 starts in August at a 3 ERA in 29 innings. Pretty impressive. And then Ortiz on the other side, 6 consecutive starts. Consecutive starts with 6 scoreless innings over the Guardians and the Reds last 2 times out. So he's looked good.
Yeah.
Feeds into the under. Neither of these teams are better offenses than what they've seen already. So I do like that.
Yep, I love the under here. This is one of my better plays of the day. Like I said, the under in the first five at a 4.5 at even money is beautiful to me.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if we can find Ortiz's pitching outs, man, and I swear if they set that boy at a 15.5, that's that's going to be a smack city. But I can almost guarantee you it's going to be at a 16.5. But I'm still comfortable with that. I'm seriously expecting to get at least 6 innings out of him today for Ortiz. It's what he does, man. All right. I like it. I ain't got no hitters in this one, guys, because like I said, I think it's going to be kind of like a very like Callie said, a drug out game, quiet, just pitch two good pitchers that are really not talked about much. All right, next game we got the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Baltimore Orioles, man. So in this game, we got the Orioles. It looks like the Orioles are at a minus 148 today at home. We are at Camden Yards. We got the Tampa Bay Rays coming in at a plus 124. We got a total of 8.5 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. You got Shane Baz coming out for the Rays, and you got Dean Kramer taking the mound for the Orioles. Price for the Orioles here is not terrible. I'm just a little skeptical about the Orioles, man. I'm a Orioles hater right now. I mean, this is another game, man, that I kind of think this could go under. So I don't like taking unders in Orioles games because this offense can pop off. But Baz has been a good arm lately. He has not gave up more than 3 earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. And the Orioles, honestly, if you look at their numbers, the Orioles versus right-handed pitching have not been that great. They're below league average in ISO and OPS in the last 30 days against against right-handed pitching. So this Rays offense is also pretty anemic, man. Like you never know what you're going to get from this Rays offense. They are actually, in my opinion, bro, in the last 30 days, you could argue that the Rays have been one of the worst offenses in the MLB. I mean, they have really been that bad, bro. Um, it don't matter who they're facing either. It don't matter if it's a lefty or righty. Their numbers are just in the trash, all of them. Like it's terrible. Um, I think we have two solid bullpens here as well that are not terrible, middle of the pack bullpens that can hold it down even when both these starters come out, and we got two offenses that are just kind of really hit or miss. The Rays are not hit or miss anymore. They're just straight miss. And then you got the Orioles who can show up when they want, but that's not very often. So I'm on the under 8.5 here, Callie. I think it's the way to go. Other than that, man, I don't think I should touch this game.
Yeah, this is a weird spot. I do like the angle for the Rays right now purely because this is game one of a 3-city road trip.
Mm.
You always want to try to win that first one. You need to get things started the right way. If you're going to be gone through 3 locations, 10 days on the road, you get started with your bullpen in trouble. You just don't have time to recover with it. The Orioles did me well last week. I took them in the 2 games they dominated, and then we stayed away in game 3, as I think you really should with things like that. But I just don't find the value. I don't like the angle. Neither of these 2 teams I have a lot of trust in. The Orioles have been Jekyll and Hyde. To me, it's an easy layoff.
Yep, I agree, man. It's not my favorite game on the board neither. It could go either way in my opinion, honestly. And like I said, I would go the under maybe, but even then I'm a little worried because of the Orioles offense. Last game, Public Enemy liked the Pirates money line. In the last game, I can't blame you on that one, Public Enemy. That's another tough game. In this game, guys, when it comes to batters, I don't have anything for y'all in this one. Like I said, I like the under here, and I'm not going to try to get caught up in batters with this one.
Henderson would probably be one of the few I'd look at. He's been hot.
Right. Yes,
Righty
he
and lefty
has.
matchup. I do always like that. But I don't know if it's going to be enough value. So not
Yeah.
this game to me was an easy one to roll right over the board with.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Next game we got. Looks like we have the Cincinnati Reds playing the New York Mets here. So let me see. We got the Reds. Pretty decent number here for the Reds. We're getting them at a plus 154 today. You're getting the Mets at a minus 185. We got a total of 7.5. The Mets are at home here. We got Fernando Cruz coming out for the Reds, and we got Sean Manaea coming out for the Mets. So, kind of making sense here a little bit. I mean, this is another one, honestly, Callie, I could probably just roll right over. I mean, the Reds have always played better on the road, but I'm not trying to jump in front of Manaea right now. I mean, the Mets, they are fighting in the playoff race right now, right? Things are getting heated. Manaea has been a good option lately, and the bats have been hitting well lately. It's like I don't necessarily want to hop in front of the Mets here at home. This is an important time of year. This is a game that the Mets probably see that they could win easily. Um, I mean, we got two pretty decent, okay pitchers out there. Manaea has decent numbers against the Reds. I mean, he has a very high walk percent with a low K percent, which is never good. But his xWOB is okay. His batting average is okay. And Fernando Cruz, we just don't have enough to go off of. So yeah, this is a stay away for me. I would lean the Mets money line in this one. I would look at a couple batters possibly. You could see some guys probably tee off in this one. Someone that has really good numbers to me is on the Reds, Ahmed Rosario. It's a righty on lefty. He has 8 at bats. He has 4 hits, 3 singles, 1 double. He's slugging a 625, and he's got an on base percentage and a batting average of 500. So I think that's another little sneaky call out right there. Give me Ahmed Rosario for the Reds against Manea here. Give me him for a hit and his total bases. Cal, you still in here?
Easy layoff for me on this game. I got nothing.
All right, perfect. All right. So we got a couple people in the chat. Joshua, yes. Josh, yes. Absolutely, bro. We are covering college football, NFL, and the WNBA today. So we're covering the whole board. I don't know if you're new here or not, but welcome. And we cover the whole slate mostly every day. So we do this 7 days a week. We cover every game, give you an insight in each one the best we can, and a pick. Prolific said the Mets are 10 minutes away from him. I guess does that mean they're going to win? Prolific, and the red and Public Enemy Reds. It's a red spot for her. All right, very tough game, man. I'm glad the guys in the comments got some insight here from Public Enemy because it's a very tough game for me and obviously for Cali as well. So we're going to keep it pushing. Next game we got on the board is the Boston Red Sox playing the Chicago White Sox. This is the game that no one wanted, but we all needed. So this one is an ugly game, bro. We got the White Sox at a plus 235, a whopping 235. We got the Red Sox at a minus 290. They better be bringing out Garrett Cole. We got a total of 8.5 here at a highly favored to or slightly favored to the under. Actually, it was highly favored to the under last night. We got Davis Martin coming out for the White Sox, and we got Nick Pivetta. We are in Fenway, y'all, and we have Nick Pivetta coming out for the Red Sox. I'm sorry. I told myself I'll never do it again. You know, I've been to the rooms. I've done inpatient, outpatient. I can't stop betting the White Sox. I can't. Bro, this price is too good. So look, we just seen the White Sox play the Orioles. Okay, 3 game series. White Sox drops 2 of them, blow the Orioles out in the last game. If you bet the White Sox every game that series, you profited. You made profit. If you bet the same amount each game and you hit that last series, you made money because the White Sox are always a plus 300, plus 235. In that Orioles series, they were plus 300 every game almost. Uh, my point is that there is value here, in my opinion. Davis Martin is not a bad option, y'all. He's not. He is the better starter, in my opinion. Yes, better than Nick Pivetta. You know, I really do think that it always leaves the door open, man. Like when you got numbers like this, you got so many ways to go about it. Like the White Sox plus 1.5 today, Callie. They're a plus 120. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many ways you can attack this game when you're getting a huge underdog like this. And going against a pitcher like Pavetta, you're always just one pitch away from a home run. You know, uh, Martin starting. I think he's been the best option lately for the White Sox. He hasn't gave up more than 3 earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. And then you got the Red Sox sending out Pivetta, who has Pavetta has gave up 8 home runs in his last 5 starts. And honestly, we just seen the White Sox hit 3 bombs off of the Orioles, and now they're in Fenway. So look, I think all the value is on the White Sox here, man. Uh, I'm going to go with the White Sox team total in this game. It's probably going to be at a 3.5. 2.5. Who knows? But I would play the 3.5 for sure. Let's look here. I want to see what the first five is. Probably a 1.5. Sure enough, it is at plus money. Give me the White Sox over 1.5 at plus 114 in the first five. I'm also going with that guy Benintendi. You got to give me a Benintendi hits, runs, RBIs in this game. And I mean, I think you can pick a couple people for total bases on the White Sox here. You could possibly look at, you know, you could possibly look at home runs even. I mean, there's a couple guys here that you could look at home runs for the White Sox. It wouldn't surprise me if Sheets didn't go yard. It it wouldn't surprise me if Robert didn't go yard or any of them guys, man. You know, Ben Tendy's a good one. They got Ben Tendy at plus 1,000 today to hit a home run. Um, Look, I'm just saying, man, it's not my most confident bet, but I really do like the White Sox team total in the first five. I think you could take Pavetta's earned runs to go over, and I love Ben Tendi hits, runs, RBIs today. Callie, you got anything for this?
I lean the over in this one as well. I think that the White Sox have value still. I mean, everybody and their mother's off of them these days, and we're not worried about them winning. But I
Right.
do think that there's opportunity to get some runs on the board against this Red Sox team.
Yup, especially at Fenway, man. It's not like the White Sox offense has been completely dead in the water. But I do think that I do think they can get it done here. I think they could definitely put some runs up. Like I said, I'm not saying they're gonna win the game, but I definitely think they could put some runs up against Pavetta in Fenway. Go figure. No way. Oliver says Pavetta masterclass. Did not see that coming. Uh, he likes Pavetta over. He likes Pavetta over the 6.5 Ks. He likes the Red Sox -2. So Oliver's all over the Red Sox here. Good luck, sir. Lopez and Sosa have good numbers versus Pavetta. I like that as well. Prolific, like I said, you could probably look up a couple guys on this White Sox team, and not only will you find that they have good numbers, but you'll also get a really good price for them. So that Lopez and Sosa mix is not a bad look at all. Prolific, I like that as well, man. All right. All right, let's keep it moving. I mean, Pavetta's numbers are not terrible against the White Sox roster. It's really not. He actually has really good numbers against the White Sox roster. So Oliver might be onto something. But I'm telling you right now, you got to remember these numbers go back a long ways. And, this White Sox team is terrible. So it could happen. I just think Martin Perez is the better starter, in my opinion. I know we haven't seen much of him, but I don't trust Pavetta at all, especially not at Fenway. All right. Next game we got the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. This looks like a gem of a game to me, man. I'm absolutely loving this game. I got one play in it that I love to death today. And I'm probably going to give it to y'all. So, this game we got the Phillies here, obviously as a favorite here, pretty big favorite. You're getting them at a -230 on the road. You got the Marlins at a +190 at home. So we're at Lone Depot. We got a total of 7, highly favored to the over at a -120. So a low number, but highly favoring it to the over. You got Zach Wheeler coming out for the Phillies, and you got Edward Cabrera coming out for the Marlins. Guys, there is one man on this Phillies team that when I seen it was Edward Cabrera, it just popped up in my head, and it actually fits into everything that's been going on with the Phillies, and that's Kyle Schwarber, bro. So I don't know if y'all remember this. It wasn't too long ago. Marlins were actually beating the Phillies, right? And Edward Cabrera was pitching. Um, Kyle Schwarber comes up and hits a grand slam off of him. I don't know if you guys remember that. And now, fucking Kyle Schwarber just hit 3 home runs, comes back up the next day, hits another one. I mean, Kyle Schwarber might be one of the hottest batters in the MLB right now. And now here he is going up against Cabrera again. Bro, I'm telling y'all, Schwarber's going yard today. Like, on God. I I love Schwarber's total bases. I like his home run. I'm personally betting his home run, and I have never gave a home run prop out as a VIP play. And I swear to God, I want to give this out as a VIP play. Something is telling me that if Cabrera has the cojones to pitch to Schwarber, which he might not, he might walk him. But if he does, which I think he will, I think Cabrera will pitch to him. I'm telling you right now, Schwarber's going yard. All right. I love Schwarber today. Um, like I said, man, it just first thing I thought of, bro, was fucking Schwarber when I seen Edward Cabrera on the mound. And I'm telling you, Cabrera is known. He is known to give up home runs. Okay, he has a ton of sharp contact. He gives up a ton of sharp contact, and he gives up a ton of home runs. Right. Uh, Also, you got to think Wheeler's in Lone Depot. Wheeler could have a huge game today as well, so we can't stray away from that neither. Wheeler could have a huge game. So look, I lean Phillies, but my absolute favorite play in this game is Kyle Schwarber home run. I love it today. Absolutely love it. Callie, what
Phillies
you got?
Phillies are starting to roll too.
Yes, they are, bro.
Finding ways to win. That was a big one the other day with that huge comeback. That really gets you feeling invincible when you can come back from what was like 10-3 or 9-3 or whatever they had, and
Yeah, it was
that was
ridiculous.
that was a big comeback. Obviously you're going up against a team that's in a very different position. Marlins are not in the playoff hunt. Marlins are worried about tomorrow, not a month. They got a lot of different issues going on right now, and obviously Wheeler's been phenomenal in terms of what we've gotten from still kicking the Giants for getting rid of him how many years ago, in probably one of the worst trades ever. But hey, it is what it is, and I like what he's offered. I like what he continues to hurl decent on the road. A guy that competes in the strike zone, and that's as important as anything with what you're getting from a road guy.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. They got Wheeler today for a win at a minus 125. I don't think that's terrible. Yes, it's pricey when we're talking about a pitcher for a win, but I really do. If you want to find value on the Phillies, and if you're not looking at batter props, I think that's the way to go today for Wheeler to record a win at a minus 125. I mean, they got his strikeouts at a 7.5. I'm not really trying to mess with that, even though I think he could get it. I'm just not trying to mess with it. But I definitely do think Wheeler for a win is probably a good look here. All right. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah, Edward. By the way, guys, Edward Cabrera's numbers against Philly is terrible. They are awful. He has an xWOBA of 358, an opponent batting average of 274. He has an extremely high walk rate of 16.9, and he has a low K percent of 20.2. So Cabrera's numbers are just awful. Wheeler's numbers for his K percent is not good at all against the Marlins. So if you are going to try to go after Wheeler's K's today at that high of a number, I might actually tell you to take the under 7.5. I mean, 48 plate appearances with an 18.8 K percent is not good. So all right. Next game we got the Marlins playing. I mean, we got the Blue Jays taking on the Braves. So in this game, we got the Braves coming out, looking like I don't know what, man. You got them at a minus 170 today. You got the Blue Jays at a plus 124. You got a total of 7.5 in this game, slightly favored to the over. The Blue Jays were supposed to be bringing out Galsman. I don't know what happened because now he's off of DraftKings, and the Blue Jays on Baseball Savant have no pitcher listed. So a little confusing to me. Because I thought it was Gosman. If you can verify that, Callie, let me know. because that's my whole basis here on backing, the Jays here. If Gosman is starting, guys, it's going to be Gosman's pitching outs to go over, and it's going to be the Blue Jays money line for me. Gosman has been one of my favorite starters to back lately because he always goes out and deals, and he kind of always gives the Jays a chance. And I'm very good at knowing what we're going to get from Gosman. You know what I mean? He's a very consistent pitcher in my eyes. Like I know he's going to go out there and give us six, maybe seven innings. We know he's going to give up a couple earned runs, maybe a home run. It's just really easy to know what Gosman's going to do. Um, but on the road, he's 7-4 with a 2.52 ERA. He does his absolute best work on the road, and he's going against a Braves lineup today that is just, in my opinion, simply overpriced here. I don't like what we have seen from Freed either lately. I mean, he has not been, overall this year, Freed has not been that great, man. And I do think possibly the Jays lineup could get to him a little bit. So I think there's a lot of value on the Jays if Gosman comes out. But if Gosman don't come out, then obviously this game is a stay away for me.
Yeah, the value for Freed is lost. He had that nice run in the middle of the year, but a little bit of regression. And like you said, Gosman has those moments. He's on my he's on my short list. I'm someone who has been screwed over by that guy more often than not. So so I stay pretty far clear from him. But I wouldn't hate looking at the Jays maybe in a first five angle, something along those lines. Hard for me though to go against Atlanta, who's been playing pretty well for a while here.
Yep. All right. I'm not mad at you. I completely get it, man. If you do want to look at someone on Atlanta here, guys, Matt Olson, it's your lefty on righty matchup. He's been super quiet. He's been quiet all year almost. But I think here's a chance where Olson maybe might be able to just send a solo shot out or something. He only has 3 strikeouts against him, 10 at bats, 3 hits, 2 singles, 1 home run, slugging a 600. They're I think Olsen might have a chance to do something here. There's a lot of Braves that are popping up here, but that's because you got Gosman on the side who kind of seen him who's seen him quite a bit. All right. By the way, Gosman is listed on Swish Analytics, but he's not listed on anything else that I see. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that, guys, just in case, because I don't want to go out and not have it. All right, so Prolific is saying RotoWire says Gosman. All right, perfect. Marlins have bad numbers against Wheeler. Absolutely agree. Ozzy saying it's a big bounce back for Wheeler. He got beat up last time he was in Lone Depot. All right, all right. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Angels taking on the Rangers, if I believe. Yep. We got the Rangers taking on the Angels here. You got the Angels at a plus 130. You got the Rangers at a minus 155. We got a total of 9 here, locked up on both sides. You got Samuel El- Eldery. I don't know how to say his name. And then you got Gerson Garabito. So we got Gerson Garabito going against Samuel Eldry. I don't know, man. Either way, I guess it's El Dagry. It's got to be El Dagry, right? It's very pronounced extremely weird. Extremely. I can't even talk now. These names got me so tongue tied.
You know it's
Um,
you know it's Friday.
El Gary. LD Gary. It's got to be LD Gary. So he has not been anything special for what I'm looking at. His numbers look not that great. The little bit that we've seen from him, he has not seen neither of these pitchers have seen either one of these lineups. we have seen the Angels bats wake up lately. I do have to say that. Um, and it's obviously looking like a clear cut bullpen game for both teams. So why would we fade away from the over here? I mean, you know, you look at the Rangers bats, they look good in the Yankees and Oakland series. So I don't see why they wouldn't look good here against the Angels. Um, against a name that I can't even pronounce. Same with the Rangers. This is a stay away for me, but I'm gonna go with the over in this one, man. You got anything, Callie?
Now, something interesting. Aldegheri is the fifth Italian player ever to make the pros.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess he's full Italian.
yeah. He got
That's crazy.
rocked before, but
I
hey,
know his his numbers don't look great.
he got he got diced up a little all over the place there. But yeah, I would look at the offenses in this one. I agree. I think that potential for runs for sure.
Yep, it's the only way I would go in this one is the over. It's a tough game with two names that I don't even know. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. We got the Diamondbacks playing the Astros. So we got the Snakes playing the Stros. All right. So we got the Diamondbacks. Looks like the Diamondbacks are coming in as a plus 150 underdog. You got the Astros as a minus 180 favorite here at home. We got a total of 7.5. Pretty low favorite here for two really good offenses, right? Well, we got to look at the pitching here. We got Brandon Fat coming out for the Diamondbacks, and we got Framber Valdez coming out for the Astros. I mean, bro, great. First of all, let me just say this should be a great game, but this should be even a better series. Like, I hate that this is at 8 o'clock because we're going to be watching football, but this would honestly be an MLB game that I tune into. You know, D-backs arguably the hottest team in the majors, right? I mean, especially in the second half of the season. I mean, they have been absolutely on fire. This lineup don't miss at all. I mean, they are super. They're just talented, bro. They limit Ks. They know how to work the count. They run bases extremely well. They hit the ball extremely well. I mean, this Diamondbacks team is for real, man. And they really let it show here in the second half. Really impressive, man. They just been impressive. Um, but today they got to see Valdez, all right, who has been the most profitable pitcher in the majors all year long, without a doubt. The Astros, I mean, well, maybe not all year long, but I'm telling you, Valdez in the last 4 months, he has to be the most profitable pitcher because the Astros just do not lose his starts. When Valdez pitches, bro, the Astros win. Like that's all there is to it. I mean, he Astros find ways to win with Valdez. We look at Fat, and it's hard to find anything bad about Fat. The only thing that I was able to pull up that could really make us go towards Astros here is last start versus the Dodgers. Fat looked great. He got 10 Ks versus the Dodgers, man, last start. The Diamondbacks, they're 4-1 in Fat's last five starts. So the Diamondbacks win his starts as well. The problem is, Fat has gave up 8 or more hits in his last four starts. Not collectively, he has given up 8 or more hits in each game. That is a big problem, man. When you're that means honestly, he's given that up in four of his last five starts. So it's hard. It's hard to say that the Astros might be the team that will take advantage of that because he gave up that many hits against the Dodgers. They just didn't capitalize. You get what I'm saying? Like if he gives up that many hits for the or that if he puts that many batters on base with the Astros, it's only a matter of time before them base hits start turning into runs. You can't give up that many hits consecutively the way he is and keep escaping. I at least I don't think you can. So that definitely has big concern for me. He's also given up at least one home run in four of his last five starts as well. So there are some big things here going against Fat that is going to start really coming to light soon if he keeps doing these little things that he's doing like that, especially going against a team like the Astros with Valdez on the mound. So I think it's big Astros here, man. And the one trend that's been hitting a lot is Brandon Fats hits allowed to go over. I just told y'all 4 out of his last 5 games he gave up 8 or more. So give me Brandon Fat for his hits allowed to go over in this game. They are set at 5.5 at a -120. I'll take it. And then give me the Astros on the run line here at a +124.
Yeah, lean. It's hard. It's hard for me not to just lean the over in this one. To be honest, 7.5 is short, regardless of Valdez. Obviously,
Yep.
like you said, Fats numbers haven't been amazing, but his team's been showing that they continue to fight for him when he is out there. And obviously, Arizona continues to impress everybody and surprise everybody day by day by day. So hard to ignore what that offense continues to do. I'm impressed with the way they grind out games. You know, they don't waste at bats. Every inning is an opportunity to score, and I like what they've continued to do. If they're able to get Valdez's pitch count up early, if they're able to get him at least up there, get a couple across, I do think that 7.5 to me is a little bit too short.
For these two offenses, absolutely. I have to agree. Even with the two pitchers out there, bro, I have to agree with you. I mean, you got two extremely good offenses here that still have to deal with each other's bullpen.
Yeah,
I'm with you here on the over. I think it's a good look. And Valdez is definitely capable of getting hit, and so is Fat. Um, I like Josh Bell today. I like Josh Bell against Framber Valdez. Josh Bell will probably be the DH. So Josh Bell, he's obviously a switch hitter, but still, he's got 11 at bats against Framber Valdez. Cali, he's got 4 hits, 3 singles, 1 home run, only 3 strikeouts. He's slugging over 600. He's got an on base percentage over 4, and he's got a batting average of 364 against Valdez. I like Josh Bell a lot today. If you guys want to look at someone else, I mean, there's a couple guys that get to Valdez a little bit here on the Astros. I mean, I really don't know who we can take on the Astros. I'm thinking more like a maybe like a Bregman or something. Maybe I don't know. But definitely like Josh Bell a lot today, man. I think Josh Bell is a really good look. If you guys want to take either his total bases, I would go total bases or home run straight up. Maybe not. You could look at his hits, runs, RBIs. That's probably a good look, but I like his hit, home run, or total bases in this one for Josh Bell. All right. Next game we got the Twins playing the Royals. So we got the Twins coming in. Looks like the Twins are. Let me see here. Lost my spot. We got the Twins at a +120. We got the Royals at home at a -142. We got a 7.5. Slight highly favored to the under. You got Zebby Matthews taking the mound for the Twins, and we got Cole Reagan's taking the mound for the Royals. Over, over, over for me in this one, Callie. Um, I think this is an over spot, no problem. Zebby really struggled in his last starts, man. He started against the Jays. He gave up 9 earned runs, 10 base hits, and 3 home runs. Yeah, that was the game where the Blue Jays won 15-0 against the Twins. He went out there and got absolutely cooked, bro. Zebby did. He got absolutely cooked. Jays won 15-0. It's very tough to have trust with Zebby, man, after seeing a performance like that. All right, very tough. Um, you know, the Royals have not been playing great lately, but I think they're going to be just fine against Zebby Matthews. All right, and then you got Reagans, who has been no prize at all, bro. Reagans has not been great. I mean, Reagan's, he also just gave up 5 earned runs against the Astros last start. I mean, a couple, he's not going to get out of this game without a couple earned runs being given up to the Twins. It's just an over spot, man. I could see this game. I don't understand the 7.5, bro. I don't know where this line is coming from. And they have a highly favored to the under. Like, what am I missing here?
Yeah, I like it. I like the over. I see it modeled at least a half run too low. I like it. I think that there's too much value out there. 7.5 is way too short for a couple guys that, quite frankly, I don't have a ton of trust in. I mean, I think both of these offenses are more than capable of getting there.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it, man. I really don't. It makes no sense. In that last game, prolific saying there's no value on Framber's pitching outs. There's not. And Public Enemy likes the Diamondbacks money line. Uh, Definitely an over spot. Prolific saying in this game he likes the over here with Zebby. I think so too, bro. I mean, I don't understand where this line is coming from. Seriously, Callie. They're favoring it. Are they trying to like? Are they trying to make us think this is an under spot? Like, I don't know what they're doing here. I don't. I really don't. I mean, I'm looking at Reagan's numbers right now, and Cole Reagan's numbers are fantastic against the Twins. I mean, he's got 55 plate appearances. He's got a 36.4 K percent with a 3.6 walk percent. Absolutely beautiful. He's got a batting average of a 180, opponent batting average of a 189, bro, and an xWOBA of 286. I mean, them numbers are fantastic against the Minnesota Twins for Cole Reagans. Maybe that's a little bit where that plays into. I mean, to be real with you, this might be Reagan's case, a case spot for Reagan's. It could be a bounce back spot for Reagan's. He just had a terrible, terrible outing against the Astros. So this might be a Reagan's bounce back. And you know what? The books think so too, bro. Look at this. They got Reagan's at a 6.5 for his strikeouts at a minus 160. They got his pitching outs at a 17.5 at a minus 155. So that's where this total is coming from. They're expecting the Twins to not put up any runs at all. That's exactly where this total is coming from. They're expecting Reagan's to come out here and have a gem of a start. Um, so with that being said, they're expecting Reagan's to go at least 6 innings here because they got 17.5 at a minus 155. His strikeouts are high as hell at a minus 160. Give me that leads me right to the win. Give me Cole Reagans for a win at a plus 135 here. I still like the over a bit in this game. I still think it's a little too low here. I really do. It don't make much sense to me, but I'm kind of seeing it a little now with how well Reagan's numbers are, Callie. I mean, they're fantastic.
Makes it an easy layoff for me with that when I hear those numbers.
Yep, I'm not mad at you, man.
I don't
I
hate.
got to take a stab with Reagan's here. These lines are just speaking to me.
Well, and that's a lot to be said because a lot of people are busy looking at football. A lot of
Very
people,
true.
especially this week. So there's a lot of
100%.
eyes scattered all over the place right now.
Yep, 100%, man. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Let me check the chat real quick. Definitely an over spot for Zebby. And then Public Enemy says Twins Royals over 7. I agree. I just don't. I don't understand why so low. It really makes zero sense to me. I mean, I guess if you guys want some batters, I'll probably drop a couple in the Discord. Hit me up if you guys want to join. We give free plays in the Discord all the time. Callie's in there. He drops KBO once in a while as well. So if you guys want the link to the Discord, join up, man. It's free and we got a pretty good community in there.
It was a real KBO squeaker last night. We had the gave out the free play of the Kia game over 11 and a half last night, and that game was 1-0 going into the fifth.
Holy shit!
It ended 14-0.
Damn. KBO's the best, bro.
I just love I love the people you know that don't follow KBO and try it out, because the messages you'll get from people this morning, and then they follow back and they're like, "Wait, what happened?" Like,
Yeah, right.
you missed. KBO doesn't start till the 7th inning.
That's hilarious, man. That's all you need to say to him. Look, bro, the real game don't start until about the 6th or the 7th. All right.
I collabed with Dirty Bubble. He's good at KBO too, and that's what he said this morning too. He's like, the number one rule of KBO is it's never over until it's over. Like,
Right. So till that clock is done, it's never over, bro.
Yep.
I've learned that the hard way this year on a lot of games. All right, next game we got the Mariners taking on the Cardinals. We got the Mariners coming in as a I think they're a favorite here, right? Nope. We got the Mariners as a minus 108 here as a slight underdog on the road. We got the Cardinals at a minus 112. They're bringing out Eric Fetty, and then you got the Mariners bringing out Bryce Miller. We got a total of 7.5 here. The books love this number 7 today, man. So we got the 7.5 again, highly favored to the under at a minus 125. Um, Cardinals money line for me. I like Fede. I like what I've seen from him. I do not trust Miller as far as I could throw him. This Mariners offense is one of the worst offenses in the entire league. The Cardinals have low key been stacking and stacking and stacking up wins, bro. They are doing it super quietly, acting like no one's noticing. They continue to win series after series. They're just doing it in a very quiet way. Before you know it, the Cardinals are going to be right in the thick of things, bro. And I mean the top notch boys. Like they are looking extremely good, man. I mean, I think when is the last time they have lost a series? Honestly, I can't tell you the last time the Cardinals have lost a series. I really can't. They are just really stacking up wins, bro. They're looking fantastic. Where Miller, he has been steady regressing, man. That's all we've seen from him. Is steady regressing. He gave up 3 earned runs, 1 home run, in 4 innings versus the Angels. I mean, that was his last start, right? Uh, and the Mariners, they now lost 3 of his last 4 starts. We can't trust this Mariners lineup to back Miller up if he does get in trouble, because the Mariners offense don't back up any of their starters. So I don't understand why we're getting such a good price here with the Cardinals at home with Fede, who honestly has been in good form. He has been a good arm for the Cardinals. I love the Cardinals today. I love this price. They're playing great baseball right now. This is going to be a lower scoring game, which I love because I trust the Cardinals bats a hell of a lot more than I trust the Mariners bats to come in clutch. Give me the Cardinals here, man. We're getting a great price. They're playing great baseball right now. I want to continue to rock with them, man. Low key, watch out for the Cardinals.
Absolutely. And yeah, you see what I did there. It leads us right in. Eric Fed, one of the best seasons in KBO history last year before he gets the call back over here.
Oh shit.
Fed last year went 20-6 with a .95 whip in the league. 209 strikeouts to 35 walks last year for the Dinos.
Sheesh.
So he's been dominant. So it's nice to see him and a couple other of these guys get a second shot back in the league. And I mean, it's a funny thing to say, and it's cliche, but you're going to St. Louis. It's the opposite of what the weather is in Seattle. It takes a toll on you. Their hitting's already horrid. You look as well. Seattle used 4 guys out of their bullpen yesterday. That adds up. It's hard for me to go against Fed. I like the Cardinals. I lean him. He's been great, especially lately. He's been terrific, and I think that it's a good play today. Seattle to me is still getting way too much respect for an offense that is abysmal.
Yes, and I don't understand it, man. But it's always like this with them.
Hmm.
Always. I mean, they always get the. They're just kind of one of them teams that is just always priced really, really ridiculous, and they never show up. So I love the Cardinals today, man. This minus 112 almost looks too good. So I mean, I will be playing it. I would. This will be a bet for me today. The Cardinals just straight up on the money line. It's going to be one of them plays that I'm just going to forget about because I'm watching football, and I look up and I got an extra $40 in my bankroll. You know, so I definitely like the Cardinals here. I will be playing this game personally. I don't know if I'm going to give it out or not, but I will have money on the Cardinals tonight. All right, let's keep it moving, man. I guess with batters in this game, I know we've been leaning away from props for y'all in this one. I really don't have much in this one. We don't have much to go off of. If anything, we're going to get a lot of props for the we're going to get a lot of props for the Mariners because Eric Fede has seen the Mariners quite a bit, where Bryce Miller has not seen a single player on the Cardinals at all. And by the way, Eric Fede's numbers are pretty bad against the Cardinals, but we got to remember these numbers are going back to 2015, where Fede he always struggled. Fede is in much, much better form now. Like Callie was saying, he took his sit down for a while, went over to the KBO, had some great seasons, and came back over here, and he has actually looked good as a Redbird, man. He has been pitching well. So these numbers are pretty deceiving that you see right here on Baseball Savant. All right. Let's take it into the next game here. We got uh we got the Detroit Tigers taking on the Oakland Athletics here. We got Tarek Skubal taking the mound today for the Tigers, and boy, oh boy, do we got a pitching matchup on our hands, I think. So we got the Tigers coming in at a minus 162. We got the Athletics at home at a plus 136 here. Uh, so right away, the line catches my eye. We got a total of 7 here. Cali is favored to the over at a minus 112. But we got Tarek Skubal coming out for the Tigers, and we got Mitch Spence coming out for the Athletics. I mean, I got to give Skubal is my favorite to win the Cy Young, right, in the AL. I mean, without a doubt, he's my favorite, and I'm almost positive he is the favorite to win on the books as well. Um, he is this in he's been in great form. He's staying in great form. It ain't going to change. I mean, this guy is straight up a dog. He is just a stud on the mound, bro. The A's numbers have dropped versus left-handed pitching lately, and the Tigers have to see Spence, who is he does his absolute best work at home, right? And we got to remember the Tigers. Yes, they got Tarek Skubal on the mound today, and that always helps your case. But this is still an offense that is ranked 26 in OPS versus right-handed pitching in the last 30 days. And to keep it real, Mitch Spence is not a bad arm. He is not a bad option for the Athletics, and he pitches his best ball at home. I think we have a bit of a sneaky pitchers duel on our hands here. The line reflects it. The total reflects it. I I I mean, look, man, give me it's the square play here, but I think it's the only play here. Give me the under 7 in this game.
What would you guess that Scoobles? I know because I'm in looking at these markets every day with the futures. What do you think Scoobles at right now for the futures in terms of Cy Young?
Cy Young,
Where would you think he is right now?
uh I would have to say he's probably the favorite.
50 to 1. Like he's
Jesus
he's he's he's,
Christ.
he's minus 50, minus 50, 51. Right? He is literally domination in terms of
Oh, that's over,
base
bro. Yeah,
Reagan's.
I didn't expect it to be that much.
I didn't. I mean, you figure that the books will leave value for people like they're doing right now with the National League a little bit. You see how quickly this Rookie of the Year market has changed too. How quickly is that? Skeens
I
was 30 to
I haven't
1.
been paying attention to futures that much, honestly.
Skeens was 30 to 1 a couple months ago. Remember this? Skeens is now a 7 to 1 dog. Jackson Merrill is a 12 to 1 favorite now.
Jesus Christ. Merrill seriously took the wow
Merrill is
over.
minus 1200 now.
Wow, bro, that is crazy. People are sick. You know how many people had Skeens on there as a favorite, bro? A lot
Not
of
me.
people have Skeens.
I have Merrill. I took Merrill.
Do you really?
Yeah, I took
Wow.
Merrill at 3 to 1 about 3
Good
months ago.
call, bro.
Only because Pittsburgh's bullpen was horrific. They were going to screw Skeens. Pittsburgh wasn't winning games and going to make the playoffs. Skeens is the face of that franchise. They're not going to burn him out. And Jackson Merrill's playing for a playoff team, and he's playing every day.
Smart.
Good,
Very
bad,
smart,
win,
bro.
lose or tie with him, you're getting an opportunity every single day. You know,
Yep.
it's different. You got to be on the field to get those, get eyes, get those votes, and get everything. Skeens is incredible. Skeens should be getting an award for something different.
Right.
Best
For
rookie
being Skeens.
rookie pitcher of the year needs to be an award. They need to figure out a little bit more with this because there's so many guys deserving of awards that aren't going to really get anything this year.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
But
Crazy how big those numbers have moved.
yeah, dude, that's nuts. All right, so I was not expecting to hear Scoople to be that favored.
Yeah, why?
I mean, it makes sense to me, because of just everyone else, but I
It's
mean, at the same time, I'm like, Jesus.
it's strange though from a book though to not tease you because a lot of amateur bettors and people that have no clue that just look for look at this long shot.
Hmm.
It's dead in the water, but hey, people are going to put their money on it because it's available. Which
Right.
shame on the books for some of those things, but hey, they're not in it to be your friend. So let's be
No.
quite frank.
Yep. All right, Public Enemy likes the A's money line. Public Enemy, I'm not even gonna hold you, girl. I'm kind of leaning the same way. I really am. I'm kind of leaning the same way here with the A's money line. I don't think it's a terrible look, Public Enemy. I just don't have the cojones to put my money on it. Even though I think the line is pretty telling. I think a lot of people are going to be on Scooble here. I think the A's are the play in this game. I like the under 7.5 in this one. And I mean, if you look at Scooble's numbers against the A's, his numbers are off the wall, bro. I mean, he had 41 plate appearances with a 39K%. He's got a 4.9 walk percent with an opponent batting average of a 211, and his ex WOBA is a 201. I mean, absolute ridiculous numbers. All right, but that goes. You got to pay for it. You got to pay for Scooble, and I rather take the dog in this spot than pay that much for Scooble here. All right, next game we got. We're almost done. Then we're going to move over to college football. Um, we got the Giants. Let me see here. We got the Giants taking on the Padres. I know you guys are probably so sick of me praising the Padres, but it's for good reason, man. And we got that guy coming out today. So we got the Giants at a plus 170. We got the Padres at a minus 205 at home today. We got a total of 8. It's favored to the under at a minus 112. We got Mason Black taking the mound for the Giants. So it's looking like a bullpen day for the Giants. And then we got Michael King taking the mound for the Padres. I'm a huge King fan. I like this guy a lot. King has been good overall, and I followed King all year. I followed King all year. And he's been good overall, and I think we see a great game from King. He has been walking a ton of batters. His control has been way off. So he has walked 3 or more batters in 3 straight starts. But here's what I like. But lucky for him, the Giants are 23rd in the league, right, with their walk percent. So they don't the Giants don't walk. Like, they don't utilize the walk at all. They're 23rd in the league with walk percent, and they have a humongous K rate. So this is against right-handed pitching. They strike out a ton. They don't walk a lot versus right-handed pitching. This is a recipe for King to have an extraordinary game. And I can only imagine where we're going to be getting King's walk prop at. I'm hoping the books have it at 2.5 because of his recent starts. Like I said, he has given up three or more walks in three straight games. Three or more walks in three straight games. So I'm hoping we get him at a good price here. Nope. Michael King at a 1.5. They got Mason Black at a 2.5. So we're gonna stay away from that, and we're just gonna take King's strikeouts. They're even too high. They're at a 6.5 at a -155. Give me King for a win at a -105. And I like the Padres here on the run line.
Yeah, yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, there's definite definite concern in terms of the free passes that he's been giving, but that seems to be coming as of late when you look at his splits. And honestly, that makes sense. You know, getting to that end of the year, body's getting a little more tired, having to exert a little bit more. Guys have seen you more. It just it changes. And what's been impressive is he's been able to keep his whip where he's been at. He's been able to keep those guys from scoring. And he's giving free passes, but there's a big difference of can guys execute with runners in scoring position versus is he able to lock down? And there's a big difference with the best pitchers in baseball. They aren't trying to strike out everyone. They're trying to get outs as efficiently as possible, and sometimes that does cause you to get runners on base, and it's how you're able to battle out of that. And he's been real consistent with it. There's no value to me on this one. The Giants have been horrific. Backing up what you said too. I mean, I watch the Giants on a daily basis, whether I want to or not, because it's right here in my backyard. And there's just the lack of patience offensively is become a big issue. And hooray, you signed Chapman for a few more years, but who else is around him at this point? So it's some concern to say the least. A team with a lot of issues and a ton of offensive problems.
Yep, for sure. They are just slowly they're the whole ship is sinking over there at San Fran, man. The whole ship is sinking. All right, we got the last game of the MLB slate for y'all tonight, and then we're going to hit college football. Then we got NFL, and I'll go over a couple WNBA games for y'all. So we got the Guardians taking on the LA Dodgers here. It looks like the Dodgers are coming in at a Dodger price here at a -148. At least it's been a Dodger price lately. The Guardians are at a +124. We got a total of 9. It's highly favored to the under at a -120. We got Matthew Boyd taking the mound for the Guardians, and I have no starter listed for the Dodgers. I'm looking now to see if I can find y'all one. Um, Do you have a Dodger pitcher listed by any chance?
I don't see one either.
All right, so if I come across one, I'll let y'all know. I'm looking now, but I do not see one, and I'm scrolling, man. Yeah, I don't see one. All right, Boyd, I'll go off of what I know. All right, I do like the Guardians here, strictly on value, and the price is kind of screaming Dodger. I mean, the price is screaming Guardians. Uh, so this is a lefty here, right? Boyd. He's been very good for the Guardians. He has not missed a beat since being with the Guardians. He has not missed a beat. The Guardians are 3-1 in his first 4 starts that he's been with them. We know how tough the Dodgers lineup is, or how tough they can be, but they have not been great versus left-handed pitching in the last month. All right. Um, Actually, in my notes, I have Knack coming out for the Dodgers here. Buh, buh, buh. I just don't know. I probably seen him last night, so I have Knack listed one time here for the Dodgers. Because all I have in here, I say Knack is not going to have an easy start.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have written down. So maybe it's Knack, but the Guardians lineup, we know what they do, right, y'all? We know what they do. They limit K's extremely well. They utilize the walk a lot. They run bases extremely well. And they have one of the best bullpens in the majors. This is not going to be an easy game for the Dodgers, especially if the Dodgers are digging into the bullpen. All I'm saying is look at Matthew Boyd's numbers here against the Dodgers as well. 45 plate appearances with a 28.9 K percent, 8.9 walk percent, an xWOBA of 321. I mean, uh, the value is on the Guardians here. The line is telling you a lot, guys. You got a Guardians team at a plus 124 heading into Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers are a minus 148 here. The world is going to be on the Dodgers tonight, not me. Give me the Guardians here. They're going to win this game in a low scoring fashion. And I think the bullpen comes in. I think Boyd has a really good start. I think the bullpen comes in to finish the job. And I think the Guardians find themselves a win here, honestly. So I like I like the Guardians here. I'm looking up Boyd's K's right now because that's another route I want to take. His K percent looks really good to me here. Um, so they got Boyd at 4.5 at a minus 110. I like it. I also like Boyd at a 15.5 pitching outs at a minus 115.
Yeah, the number's interesting at 9, and with that Dodgers offense, to me, it's a layoff because it can go sideways real quick the way that they've been playing lately. On top of that, this Dodgers bullpen, like you said, is inconsistent as they come, and that definitely makes any low scoring game always going to be in question. So I would look. I wish it was at 8.5, but I still lean the over at 9. And hard not to go against the Guardians right now. Dodgers have been up and down. They've been all over the place. They played great for a little while, and they get the crap kicked out of them the other day by the Angels. And it's baseball. It's a grind, but that is concerning when you see those kind of games mixed in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Um, all right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not official on the Guardians yet. I mean, I might give it out in my Discord, but like I said, y'all got to join. Obviously to get our free plays in there. And our free plays have been jumping, man. We're going to kill football again tonight. Last night we swept the board in VIP. With football, Zay Flowers receptions over 4.5. We hit Pacheco anytime touchdown. Then my two free plays was Tucker over 1.5 field goals, cash it, and we also hit Patrick Mahomes 275 passing yards at minus 110 for the free plays, and we cashed that as well. Guys, I'm telling y'all, now is the time to join, man. I have a great VIP going on right now. I'm telling y'all, hit me up to get in, or just join the Discord for free. Callie, you want to remind them how well before we start this football slate? Remind them how well you did as well, man.
Yeah, it's it was a good week. I mean, last time we talked was when you and I were both all over the North Dakota State train, and obviously that came through, and almost could have been a W, and that was nice. Finished up, had the Chiefs yesterday, like I said, so it was a good start to the NFL season, and I'm concerned / excited with how many plays I have this weekend for college and NFL. There's an endless amount of teaser spots and good numbers that came up that I'm never chasing a bunch of plays, but if they come up, I'm not going to ignore them. And a whole bunch of spots came up this week that I think are hopefully indicative of what's going to be a really profitable season.
Yep, I can't wait, man. This is going to be a huge weekend, guys. And honestly, it started yesterday for me, but for a lot of people, it starts tonight. So I can't wait, man. Like I am locked in, bro. I am locked the fuck in, and I can't wait. I'm super excited. And last night I enjoyed the game so much, man. Now we get today. We don't only get some college football, we get another NFL game, and then we hit tomorrow, man. We get all day college football. Then we get to look forward to Sunday. Man, I am so excited, bro. Um, We did me and Oliver dropped our video already on our YouTube channel. It's called the Weekend Warrior Show. It's an hour long show, and me and Oliver give you guys our four best games in the NFL, and we give you our four best games in college football. It's called the Weekend Warrior Show. It's going to be on our YouTube once a week. We release it every Friday or every Thursday night or every Friday afternoon. It will be released for the weekend games. And you guys can find that on our YouTube at the Outlet Sports Ventures on YouTube. So go check us out, subscribe, and we do updates on there all the time. We do free video picks, obviously, our daily live stream, which we're doing now, Plug Talk. And yeah, man, I'm looking for content creators to open up more shows underneath the Outlet channel as well. But that's what we have over there now. So please go subscribe. I think you guys will really enjoy the channel and what we're building over there. We also got free articles on the outletsv.com every day. You can find free articles on there. They're on there all the time. So definitely I would go check them out as well. All right. So let's get into it. So the first game we got, guys, we're going to be looking at. Let me see here. What do we got? We got Western Illinois taking on Indiana. I don't have any college football. I don't have any college football lines for y'all, but I do have the NFL game. All right, so we got Western Illinois taking on Indiana. I mean, this is a humongous spread. I don't have much for it at all. Western Illinois is getting 42 points. Cali, Indiana is laying 42. We got a total of 52 and a half here, and it's favored to the under. I mean, I really don't have much. I know Indiana's, they won their first game. Western Illinois lost their first game. I can't even find where this game opened at. If I were to give y'all anything in this game, it's going to be the over. I mean, this should be a higher scoring game. Western Illinois is clearly fucking dog water. Like, bro, they're so bad. And Indiana should have no problem running up the score here, right? I mean, the Indiana quarterback is fucking whatever his passing yards are, take it tonight. All right. Western Illinois should have no defense whatsoever, no answers whatsoever. I mean, it's going to be all Indiana, but anything can go wrong when you're laying a number this big. So what I would do is simply take the over here. Um, Indiana might hit this number by themselves, guys. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely I'm actually really in love with this play. Give me the over, man. 52. Callie, honestly, would it surprise you if Indiana scored 52 points tonight?
The spread is sat at 42, 42 and a half. The total's 52 and a half. I mean, this is not for the faint of heart. This is, I mean, a Western Illinois team. They are 4-21 in their last 25 games against the spread. They
Holy
have not
shit.
they have not won a game since 2021. They've gone 0-11 the last two seasons. The Leathernecks are one of the worst teams in all of football, and this is the FCS. Indiana improves this year. Phil Steele actually agreed with it. I thought Indiana would actually be decent, and then I was looking earlier and said the same thing. He expected double their wins. I think they're going to be better. The upgrade in terms of quarterback, not in terms of a name, but in terms of experience with Rourke, who comes from Ohio, which
Oh,
was
that's the quarterback's name.
yeah. So that's a good.
I
That's
couldn't remember it.
yeah. Not a sexy name, but somebody that's really been experienced and played for a great coach in Ohio for a while there. So that's it does have a big effect. Indiana's obviously not going to be one of the big boys, but I mean, this could get. Is this one of those games where Indiana wants to do it though? Because how many games do you expect this year? It's going to be a tough schedule in the Big Ten. Is
Right.
this the game where they come out? Honestly, to me, I'd probably look at first half. If this was game one, maybe I'd feel differently. But Indiana with a game offensively under their belt already, they should run circles around this team. I mean, I don't know what the spread is first half. I got to look and see where
20, I got it. 26.5.
I don't think it's high enough. I think it could be 42-0 at halftime. I mean, this Illinois State team can't score.
Yep.
I mean, if you're struggling this badly in FCS, what are you going to go do against a decent Big Ten program on the road?
Absolutely. I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, Indiana should win this game by the 42, no problem.
Yeah.
I just feel a lot safer taking the over, you
Yeah,
know.
the 52 is not bad. The problem being is it's I feel like it's got to be all Indiana. I mean,
Right.
it's pretty decent. By far the best defense that Western Illinois is going to see all year.
Right.
And
I
they're
agree.
against half the talent that they'll face today.
All right. All right. I like it, man. I'm probably going to make a teaser out of these three games too for you guys listening when we're done. So maybe me and Callie can collectively come up with a teaser for these three games.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
getting no props at all for this Western Illinois and Indiana game. None at all.
no.
No, I
Anything
know.
to do it would take over, and I would look at maybe running back over props, but they'll probably be rotating everybody in and out, trying to getting reps against this team. It's like a scout.
Yep. All right, next game we got on the slate, man. You guys can go and find the article at theoutletSV.com. For this game, BYU playing SMU. I did an article on this game last week. By the way, our articles are released days before the games in the NFL and in college football. So you guys, if you check up regular on the outletsv.com, there's games over there, even with soccer, that are not for a few games or a few days ahead. So even if you guys go subscribe, you'll get notified when a new post is or a new article is published. And you can subscribe to the website for the mailing list for our newsletter and everything right at the bottom of the page of the homepage on the website. But for this game, Callie, we got BYU coming in as a road underdog here at they're getting 11.5 points. SMU is laying 11.5 here. We got a total of 55.5 in this game. It's slightly favored to the over here. BYU is plus 340 on the money line, where SMU is minus 440. So I gave out BYU plus the points in this one. When I did the article, the line was at 12. Some books had it at 12.5. The line is now obviously moved to 11.5 in favor of BYU. So what it comes down to for me in this game, man, is SMU. They're obviously one of the few teams that are playing two quarterbacks, right? They are playing two quarterbacks this year. Both quarterbacks are very good. But at the end of the day, what does that do to your team? That gives you no chance of finding any kind of rhythm because you are switching quarterbacks. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that is a good way. I mean, the lack of rhythm and the lack of the team just meshing together, that's going to be a big problem, man. BYU might not be that BYU team that we had a few years ago, but guys, don't get it twisted. This team has a really good quarterback. You know, and I think he stays a good quarterback. They might not win this game, but I'm telling you, this is going to be close. Okay, 12 points or 11.5 is way too much, man. Um, you know, I really do think that BYU has a chance here, man. I mean, they got Martin. Last game he had 13 carries, bro. I mean, he got a touchdown in that game, 67 yards, he's got it said. And then I mean, I don't know, man. I like BYU here. I really do. This is one of my more favorite plays of the college football slate today, and that's why I did a write up on it. I don't have any VIP plays in college football, maybe one, but this was one of the games that caught my eye from the very beginning, and it's exactly why I did an article on it. So, give me BYU here, Cali, plus the points, man. I think this comes down to a field goal.
Yeah, it's an interesting spot, like you said. It's a BYU team that I think comes in kind of under the radar. I think that this team is pretty experienced. They've built up a pretty solid system in the last couple of years here. I like what I've seen. I like how they've upgraded. They use the portal pretty well. They add a former Baylor quarterback. They bring in Bohannon's there, which I think will be good for them. And they returned 4 of their 6 top tacklers from last year, and that's good with that depth on defense. So I know that SMU, has the power. They can score. We've seen what they can do. We've also seen them struggle. Nevada was not an easy game. I had the over in Houston Christian, so that handled business last week. But SMU, like you said, with the 2 quarterback systems, interesting, and they're very different kind of guys, which I also think hurts everything because the minute you bring somebody in, the defense pretty much has an idea of what they're going to get. I mean,
Yeah.
one guy you're going to get the running, one guy you're going to get long passes down the field. Jennings can throw the ball well, but if he can't be consistent, then you've got other issues. And then when you're bringing back, what is it? Preston Stone. Yeah, Stone. But Stone's more of a runner, and I've never liked the 2 quarterback system. I think it screws everybody. There's
Yeah,
no
so do
rhythm.
I.
And how
I
much
think it's
time
gonna
is
bite
wasted
them right in
between
the
plays?
ass.
How much time is wasted between plays trying to run guy off on and off the field? And you just, when do you make the decision? It's like having a long putter and a short putter. What's the distance when I don't get to use this one anymore? Why do I have to keep playing these mind games versus say, hey, you're my starter. Win the job if you're not, or keep the job if you are the starter, instead of this back and forth inconsistency. And I think that carries over to a lot. And SMU could be great this year, but the big issues with that defense and that offense again. The Sonny Dykes style with running all over the place is great, but you play a defense that's bigger, stronger, and faster. What are you going to do then? You can only trick so many people.
Yep. I agree, man. I think it's gonna bite them right in the ass, bro. And I think BYU is gonna take advantage of it. I just think this is way too many points with a team that is going to have a lot of problems meshing this year. So I'm very interested to see if they can pick up a third win. I mean, that first game against the Wolfpack, man, that was even a very close game.
Yes.
And I was surprised. I was very surprised that SMU found the horses to pull that out. No pun intended. But still, that game against Houston Christian. I mean, God, they had no answers, bro. I think they won that game by what 40 something. They're up 28 to nothing, and just it was over. It was over. They had completely stole the whole out of. I mean the heart out of Houston Christian, man. All right. Last game for college, and then we hit the NBA. I mean, we hit Jesus, man. I'm all over the place. Then we
NBA.
hit the NFL. So we got Duke taking on Northwestern. This is probably, well, no, this is the better game of the night here. Um, this wasn't an easy one for me, so I'm very interested to hear what you got, Callie. So we got Duke coming in on the road at a plus 102 underdog. We're getting 2 points with Duke. Northwestern's at home here, laying 2 points at a minus 122. And we got a total of 137, bro. I mean, we got a total of 37. I said 137. Yeah, we only under. Um, look, I I really don't know where to go in this game. I want to take Duke, but I almost feel like I'm a bit biased here, bro, because I always have like Duke teams, right? Like I've backed Duke teams a lot, but I feel like Northwestern is the better team, bro. But at the same time, both these teams are coming in, just not playing great. I mean, they both need to pick up scoring. They both did win in week one, right? I believe they did. Let me look. Yeah, they're both 1-0, but I know both games were not that impressive. I do think that Duke has the better offense, but Northwestern has a defensive unit that is just monstrous. And I think it kind of collabs with each other here. So I'm gonna go with the under, but it's not my favorite play, man. It's really not. It's not my favorite play. It's too tough of a game for me to really get on any side of. Like I said, I lean Duke, but that's just me liking Duke, right? Duke's offense is probably going to be able to make some plays, but I don't know if they have what it takes to get through this defense, right? I mean, I don't know, man. It's very tough for me, very tough. So, Callie, what do you have for this game, man? Anything?
Yeah, I lean Duke in this game, and the main reason is Malik Murphy. I think that his ability and what he can bring to Duke's offense to find ways to get first downs is going to be a huge thing. Northwestern's offense, like usual, is going to be pretty solid defensively, but I have huge questions with them on their offensive side. They get their transfer Mike Wright from Vandy and Mississippi State, but I just worry about what he has around him. I don't think that this Northwestern team is, as indicated by their win total. I do not think they are going to be very good this year. The indicators to me, I feel like that it's going to be still a tough season for Duke this year. Obviously, it was a big loss with the new quarterback situation. They had a guy that was great, a really solid quarterback there. He leaves, goes to Notre Dame, and you're set back with a reset. And it's going to take time, obviously. But I think last week was a good tune-up with Elon. They beat him up pretty decently and looked okay. I just think that, if this game wasn't at Northwestern, I'd be much more on Duke. I still do lean them. I like them with the points. To me, it's almost a simplistic setup teaser spot with BYU and Duke, getting them both at pretty solid plus numbers.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to look at anything here, I mean, I'm actually getting some props for this one. So, what are you thinking? You think, I mean, obviously, like I said, I think Duke has the better offense, but I think Northwestern has the better defense. I am leaning Duke here, so I kind of want to look at Duke's props. I'm thinking maybe we go with Malik Murphy's passing yards. So he threw for 291 yards and two touchdowns. He threw one interception. Looks like his main target here was probably Jordan Moore. He caught 7 passes for 112 yards in that last game. So I'm they got they got Murphy at they got Murphy's passing yards at a we can get damn man, they got him 200 at a minus 135. Not in love with it, bro. I don't know, man. All right, I'm just gonna stay away from this game. I really am. I'm too torn on it, bro. I'm way too torn on it.
It'll be a grinder. It will
Yeah,
be
it for sure.
it'll be an absolute grind them out for sure.
Yep. So maybe I'll stick with the under. I don't know. All right. Uh, we got the NFL. So we got the Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. This is going to be another guys. I know, out of the 180 people in here, I know there's probably 180 of y'all that watched last night's game. I mean, if you didn't enjoy that game, I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed the shit out of it, and it wasn't just because I was cashing every one of my bets. It was because it felt so good to just sit down and watch some football, and it was a really good game. It really was. Tonight, I don't think tonight's going to be any different, y'all. I really don't. This is pretty. I would say this is a pretty high anticipated game, right, Callie? Like you got the Eagles and the Packers. There's a lot of questions around both of these guys. I mean, you got Love, who is definitely looking to have a much better year than what he had last year. And then you got Hurts, who kind of I want to see if he can live up to everything. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit going on here. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'll read y'all the lines real quick. So we got the Packers. They're getting 2 points. You got the Eagles laying 2 points. Uh, this game is in Brazil. It's in South America. So we got the Eagles at a minus 130, and we got the Packers at a plus 110. We got a total of 49.5. So this is obviously at a neutral venue, right? So look, man, I think we take the Packers with the points. Honestly, I know people are going to argue with me on this, but bro, the Packers are the better team. Look at their roster. Like the Packers are the better team, man. I don't care. I'm saying it. I know the hype around the Eagles, man, and they're going to be because of last season. This is not the same team from last season, bro. It's not. I mean, at a neutral field, Packers are the better team. If we were in Philly, okay, I'll consider it. Okay? But look at the line, guys. You don't think every square in the world that just picks up their phone and just looks at logos, right? Ain't gonna look at this game and be like, Eagles at a minus 130? Hell yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. Tell me that shit ain't gonna happen. Bro, absolutely. This line is begging you to take the Eagles. Give me the Packers. They win this game outright. On God, I think the Packers win this game outright. Nick Sirianni should still be the head coach. I mean, he should be. There's a lot of questions with how the Eagles season ended last year, if he should even have a job. Yes, he should have a fucking job. He is a good head coach, bro. I don't care what anyone says. He's a good head coach. The Packers, I just think the Packers are in for a huge season. I think Love is going to have a huge season. I think the Packers are going to take a lot of people by surprise this year. I really do. I mean, you can make an argument, right, that the Eagles are going to be good, but the way they ended last season and the way Love ended last season, two different stories, man. Two different stories. So you got the Packers, right? Who ended their year, they covered 5 games as underdogs. 4 of those covers were outright wins as underdogs, where the Eagles have failed to cover 5 straight games as favorites, and 4 of those failed covers were outright losses. Listen, man, I think people are going to get a kind of a wake up call today. After the Packers come out here and just stomp on the Eagles. I don't think it's even going to be close, bro. I think the Packers come out here and absolutely dominate the Eagles. If you're looking at anyone, I'm looking at Jordan Love some way tonight. I don't care if it's passing yards. I don't care if it's his rushing yards. I gotta look at him. The other one is I'm going to be looking at Reed on the Packers. Jaden Reed, man. I gotta find a way to take him. I'm thinking touchdown, but I gotta see where it's at. I can't give you guys all the sauce because I'm hooking up the Discord tonight. But I just want to see here. Um, oh yeah, we're getting good money. Plus 210 for an anytime touchdown for Jaden Reed. Let me get that. Matter of fact, let me get 2 touchdowns for Jaden Reed at a plus 118. I fucking love it, man. That's where I'm at today, Callie. Big Green Bay. I'm a cheesehead today. Give me give me Packers money line. They can keep the points. Give me Jaden Reed 2+ touchdowns at plus 1800.
With the with the numbers, one of those spots too, where I can see a 50, I kind of lean the under. Um, High for a first game, and realize a lot of these guys haven't played too. A lot of them haven't played together, and travel, a whole bunch of different situations. Obviously, both great offenses. Look at last night though. 7-7 in the first 5 minutes, and then it was a struggle for a while. So that getting over that key number too with 50, even 49.5 is big. I don't have a play. I could see both sides. I definitely have an argument for both sides. I do think the Eagles will be better than this year. The Packers continue to rise. I mean, it's in the hands of what Love can do, and he's proven that he's a great quarterback. I already felt the same way. I thought he would be good, and I think that he got groomed into it very well. And can Hurts bounce back this year? Is that Eagles team going to deal with what was a disappointing year last year? and I'm on both sides of this game. I think that it could go either way. My lean would be the under in terms of a money line play or spread. If I had to take it, I'd probably tease the Packers up to 9 or 8.5, and hope you get somewhat of a middle there. But I definitely think this will be an entertaining game for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to see if it lives up to what I think it's going to be. So I'm pretty excited about tonight's game, man. Especially after them giving us a taste last night of fucking Ravens versus the Chiefs. Now we're getting the Eagles versus the Packers, man. I mean, it's just great, 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 great. They're really just feeding us into a great weekend, and I'm pretty excited about it. So. I'm definitely playing my cards smart. I played them yesterday pretty smart, even though we swept the board. I did bet kind of low yesterday. My units were very low. My units are going to be pretty low again tonight, because this weekend we snap. We absolutely snap this weekend, and I can't wait. We'll go back up to 3, 4 unit sizes and really hit the books hard this weekend, and that's how it's going to be for the next month or two. So I'm really excited, man. All right, Callie, I'm gonna go over one WNBA game real quick, and then we'll get the best bets and we'll get up out of here, man. So the one WNBA game that I do want to talk about, obviously, if you guys are in Plug Talk enough, you guys know I fuck with the Dream pretty heavy. I do want to talk about the Fever game, but we're going to go to the Wings and the Dream game. All right, you are getting a pretty good price here. Um, you're getting a pretty good price here, in my opinion. So you're getting the Dream at a minus 148 at home. They're laying 3 points, y'all. And you're getting the Dallas Wings. They're coming in with 3 points at a plus 124. We got a total at a 170 here. So the line, I always tell you guys when we're talking about WNBA, always look at where the lines open at and where they sit at when you're ready to bet, right? So the line did open up at a -2. The total opened up at a 166.5, and it is now all the way up to a 170. All right. So just take that into consideration. I do think that you're getting a good price with the Dream here, but I think you're getting too good of a price with the Dream here. I think that I think that the Wings probably win this game outright. I mean, this line is absolutely begging you to take the Dream at home. It makes no sense to me. The Wings, this is a team that is 9-24 on the year. I can't understand why we're not. And on top of it, guys, on top of it, you got all the money going to come in on the Dream, right? The line opened up in the first place at -2. All right. So already the shit was fishy. Like I think the Wings win this game outright. It's pure line readment. If you want to look a little more into it, I mean, you got the Wings lost their last game. I think yeah, they lost their last game. Yeah, they did. They lost their last game. The Dream is not that offensive of a team. They're really not. They only average 75 points a game. And the Wings, they have the better offense. They truly do. They have the better offense. The problem is the Wings defense. The Wings defense is giving up damn near almost 95 points a game, guys. So I always do like to target the other team's players when we're talking about the Wings. But with a line like this, I can't help but think that someone on the Wings tonight is going to snap. And I want to go with Wale, but she has let me down so much, bro. Wale has let me down so much, man. So it's hard for me to go with her tonight. But I'm telling you, I am going to definitely take the Wings here on the money line. I think they can keep the points, guys. I mean, if you get them up to like a plus, 3.5, uh, or buy the hook, maybe. But I think you're just getting a good number here with the Dream. It looks too good with the Dream here at home. I mean, just how easy does it look? Dream money line -148 against the Dallas Wings. No, it ain't going to play out that way. Give me the Dallas Wings here on the money line at a plus 124. That's my favorite. That's my favorite WNBA play of the day. All right, Callie, we went over a lot today, bro. This was a 2-hour show, man. We absolutely crunched it. Let's give our best bets and let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, today, if we'll I'll give you a college football play for today and tomorrow. So today, I agree with you. Lean the BYU side. I like it plus the points. I think that good spot today for them. I think it's a great opportunity. Tomorrow is a massive card. I've got a bunch of plays out already. It's going to be an exciting weekend. I like a couple different plays tomorrow. Freebie I will give you, though, once you can find it. Actually, I'll give you two. If you can find Oklahoma's team total tomorrow against Houston, I would take the over. I think Houston is going to have a abysmal year. Oklahoma looks absolutely incredible on both sides of the football. Love what I'm seeing from them. I would look at that over. And then my other free play I will give for tomorrow. I got to scroll back to it so I can make sure that it's still right where I want it to be. Where did you go? I lost you. Where are you? Oh, I like like Arizona State tomorrow. I think that this is a great position. Huge game for them going against Mississippi State. This is a big deal.
I love that play, bro.
Big deal for them. It's under a touchdown. It's still 5.5. I think that this is a good spot. And you know what? I'll give you one more, too. We'll stick on the West Coast. I like Oregon State. I think they dominate San Diego State tomorrow. Same number.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Fucking awesome. I love it. Guys, so what was your best bet for today? So I know to write it down because I give out the best.
We'll go with BYU today.
BYU? Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, perfect.
Yeah,
I love it.
Don't love the numbers on the baseball card. Like that a lot more.
Right.
I think it's a really good spot.
I love it, bro. So BYU plus the 12. I love it. All right. My best bets have been tragic. I mean, absolutely tragic. They just have not been hitting, guys. I don't know what's going on. I have never been on such a bad best bet run than what I'm on now. I think we have now lost 4 in a row. Like, what the fuck? So, what I'm going to do today is instead of me trying to give you guys like a minus 125 or something because I just want you guys to cash, we're going with a fucking big one, man. We're gonna go with a big one here. We're gonna do a mixed sport parlay. It's gonna be a home run and touchdown parlay. That's right, you heard me. It's gonna be a home run and touchdown parlay. We are going with Reed, anytime touchdown scorer. Jaden Reed, anytime touchdown scorer at plus 210. You guys can do what you want here. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, why aren't you taking Hurts? Why aren't you taking Barkley? Even Brown. We're going with Jaden Reed here. Anytime touchdown at plus 210. It's good value. And there's a very good chance he gets in the end zone. And then obviously my home run parlay or my home run hitter is the one I told you guys about, and that's Kyle Schwarber. We're going to take Kyle Schwarber for a Schwarber bomb. How nice would it be if I put if I put an Eagles and a Phillies hitter in there, huh? I just can't, guys. I just can't. If you want to add Hertz and Schwarber to make like your Philly parlay, I think that is actually a really good look. I really do. I think Hertz will find the end zone. So you guys can do a Philly parlay here. But I'm sticking with Reed with me. I think that's where the value is. And then we got Kyle Schwarber for 1+ home run. That comes out to a plus 1326. So Jaden Reed for a touchdown, Kyle Schwarber for a home run, 1326. $5 pays you 71.30. All right. Callie, you want to tell them where they can find you and any promotions you're running?
Yeah, I'm doing a $50 September special. I'm actually doing $150 through the end of the year. So that's all access for anybody who's interested. You can find me on all the social media outlets. Twitter is always a great one, obviously at California Wager. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. You can always reach out to me. Happy to answer any questions. Happy to get you guys a free play. Finally went down with our max play run. We were 7-0 on our max plays in KBO. That finally came down 2 days ago. We took last night off to kind of reset. get everybody some sleep before this big football weekend. And yeah, it's been good. We had one baseball play yesterday, one NFL play. You know, keeping it light because these weekends are big. And we're attacking them early. We put out a bunch of our plays on last week and Monday and Tuesday before these lines get crazy. I got Texas at 2.5 when it opened. And VIP didn't get it till after that because it was so limited places that it was available. But we jumped on that. And huge lines in college. If you have the bankroll, if you have an account where you can play with credit or you have multiple options, it's important to, if you have the info, obviously, if you can attack those lines early, you can beat a lot of value. And if you can do it, there's really great options for middling too in football. Obviously, college is a different beast. NFL, the numbers are so insanely tight, but there is a lot of value in college football. You just have to be stubborn. Can't look at every game. Easy to get lost on a board that big every week. So you find your angles, you find what you're looking at, and you go from there and either continue profiting or find another angle.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's always good to have a capper that gives out plays early. I mean, that's always been a habit that I really wanted to get into, and it's a habit that I can get into this year because I'm so used to capping college basketball and everything where, you know what I mean? I do the days, but do it day by day. Same with MLB, capping day by day, right up to the game time. Same with NBA is like that. But when you're betting college football and NFL, you actually can give the lines out way ahead of time. And that is always a benefit when you have a capper that is able to do that and find that value for you. All right, guys. So I got two promotions that I'm running. One is our full NFL access pass. You get all season long. You get our top three cappers, myself, Oliver, and Takeoff. So you get all NFL season long for $200. You get access to all three of us. You get into a group chat with us, meaning you have access to us 24/7. You could pick our brain. You could call us, hit us up, ask us questions, whatever you want. You have access to us the full time. Guys, it's always better as a team. I preached this yesterday on the show. I won't do it again today, but I'm telling you, this time of year, it is so beneficial to be a part of a team. Like when you guys, I said this before, when you guys think of all these guys betting, they're all groups, right? They're betting syndicates. These are how people beat the books, and the books hate it. They are against it. If they find out you're in a betting group, you're out. DraftKings is huge for it. They will ban your account. FanDuel will ban your account because it is so profitable. It is so much better betting with a group, man. It's the way you beat them. And we've been doing it for a long time over here. Me, Oliver, Takeoff. We've been on the team now for almost 3 years. We know each other extremely well. You get $200. You get access to all of us. If you just want my plays for a month, I'm doing a buy one get one free right now. So you could buy 1 month, you get 1 month free. You could do that free month any way you want. You could give it to a friend or keep it for yourself. It doesn't matter. But for $30, you get 2 months. All right. That's all we got. Callie, you got anything else you want to say before I end it?
No, just DM's always open. Anybody who's interested in whatever we're running, by all means can reach out. It's been another great year, and now it's going to be wild. And obviously, like I tell everybody with my clients and everybody else is, respect your bankroll, find your angle, don't chase what you see on Twitter. And if you haven't heard of me or plug or whatever, then do your research, ask the questions. You'll get a pretty good indication of where people stand and what they're doing by the way they respond, and especially in hard times. Guys that aren't winning or going through a struggle, and see how they act in those times, because everybody goes through ebbs and flows. And fortunately, we've been on a nice run for basically the whole summer, so it's been good, but it doesn't change the way that you attack. Obviously, you got to stick to your morals, stick to your bankroll, and don't block out all the noise, because it's there to slowly take piece by piece from you when you should find whatever angle that is. And yeah, so always fun to be on the show. Look forward to it. Should be another great weekend. And football's here. We've made it.
I know, dude. Finally here. And I'm telling you, man, like I was saying, dude, it just felt so good last night, bro. It felt so good last night watching football. And like I said, obviously hitting your tickets always helps. But man, it just felt so good watching that game. And I am super psyched about tonight's game. All right, Callie, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, bro. I appreciate you coming on. We hit almost 200 people today. Everyone that came in, man, I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for watching Plug Talk, man, and supporting the way you guys always have. It means a lot. And this show is only going to keep growing, and I'm going to show up every day. Like I said, as long as y'all keep showing up, I promise I'll keep showing up. Tomorrow we have Prop Kitchen. Prop Kitchen's coming on the show tomorrow. And then I believe I have someone booked for Sunday. I'm not sure if I do or not, but I'll try to get someone on for Sunday as well. So we have a pretty big weekend. But like I said, tomorrow we're going to bring on Prop Kitchen. I'm very excited about it. Obviously, Prop Kitchen, he does all props. So get ready to bring your notebook. Last time he was on, he brought a lot. So I'm pretty excited about that, guys. I'll see you at 11:30 tomorrow morning. Callie, let's make tonight a winning one. Everyone, I will see you guys tomorrow, 11:30. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's make tonight a winning one. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.